The first WATA order is back, everybody. This is a turbo modern submission that I sent off about the end of August, early September, and it just got back to me a couple days ago. So about 45 days on WATA's slowest tier right now. I wrote down every single guess I had for every game in the submission, hoping for at least a 50% hit rate. That should be easy, right? At least 50% of the box grades right and the seal grades right. We'll also track every time I was off by only one box or seal grade and every time I was off by 2 or more. You guys know how this works. If I get anything less than a perfect grade, WATA fucked me. If I get anything lower than what I expected, WATA fucked me. And if I get a grade higher than what I expected, then I'm on WATA's payroll. Thank you to every single Patreon who helps support the channel, as well as the YouTube members. I can't do it without you guys. Hit the like button and let's do this thing. So the first game up, we have actually a big one here. I don't collect Sega Master System. I told you guys that, but I got this one for a great buy it now off eBay, and I knew I had to send this in. As far as cool Sega Master System games go, this is up there. This is pretty damn cool. I know I said this was a modern submission, but it was 15% off coupon, so I did sneak some retro games in there as well. So Altered Beast, we're looking for the 9.4A. There was a little bit of ripping on this, which is why I went with an A seal rating. Let's take a peek here. 9.6A plus. Look at that on the Altered Beast. Wow. There you go. Let you guys see the grade on that. So that is 1 wrong on the box and 1 wrong on the seal, but obviously on vintage Altered Beast here, I will gladly be wrong and get the higher grade on that. Now we do get our first modern game with Skate on Xbox 360. Very, very cool skateboarding game that kind of made skateboarding games feel fresh after the Tony Hawk series went into the ground. Looking for the 9.4A plus on the Skate, and this is what I'm more curious about, is how accurate can I be in predicting DVD case grade. 9.4A plus is the guess. The actual grade on Skate is... Hey, 9.6A plus on there. Not too bad, not too bad. So that's off on the box grade by 1 there, but that is a perfect for the seal grade. And honestly, guessing seal grade shouldn't be that tough overall, so I really hope I can at least be 50% on seal grade. I mean, everything is an A or an A plus, right? So it shouldn't be that difficult. Next up is into the world of PS4 here with an all-time classic as far as I'm concerned. Bloodborne, one of the best games on the console. Looking for the 9.4A on the Bloodborne, and the actual grade is... Ooh, dang, got the 9.2 on the Bloodborne. First one today with a lower box grade than expected. And with this Bloodborne, right, it's a 9.2A. You'd be like, Greg, why the hell did you even bother sending this in? And it's because I want to learn the scale. So with the 15% coupon, these were $34 US per game to send in. So it really doesn't break the bank for me to learn the scale better. So if I guess 9.4A and it comes back 9.2A, it tells me, okay, I'm on the right track. I am evaluating these games properly. And that is very important to be confident with if you're going to be doing this. I do truly love Bloodborne, so I'll probably just sell this off and look for a higher grade copy eventually. Which brings us to Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. This is the only black label Halo that I can now afford these days. Looking for a 9.4A plus on this with an 8.5 slipcover. I'm more interested in the slipcover. Of course, the game, almost all of these are going to be nice because they're protected by the slipcover. I just want to know if I'm being super harsh on that because the slipcover wasn't in terrible condition, but we'll see. We'll see. So 9.4A plus on the Halo, we actually got... Ooh, look at that, hey? 9.6A plus. Better on the box and better on the seal for this. So now the big question, 8.5 slipcover. The actual grade on the slipcover is 9.2 on the slipcover. Yup, so there you go. That answers my question. Clearly, I am way too tough on the slipcovers. I think that's the first thing where I'm off by 2. So like I said with the learning, right? I now know that slipcovers can have more degree of wear than I previously thought to fall into the 9.0 or even to fall below the 9.0. It's almost impossible to capture fine details through the WATA blister, so I'm sorry I can't really give you a detailed view of what was actually wrong with this sleeve. I did make a video talking about modern grading though, so if you're curious as to what WATA is looking for, you can check out that video after you finish watching this video. This is absolutely also staying in the personal collection. Next up, Need for Speed Shift 2 Unleashed. Not rare, not expensive. I'm just picking it up cheap for the personal collection, hoping for the 9.6A plus on this one. Actual grade on the Shift 2 Unleashed is... 9.4 A plus. Okay, so close. Very close, right? That's exactly where I want to be. Wish I would have got the 9.6. Dang, but got the A plus seal. Very close to the 9.6. I mean, that just is what it is. Devil May Cry 4. Again, very cheap game to pick up. I'm just having fun with it. Looking for a 9.0 A plus. So I thought this one actually did have a decent degree of damage to the case itself. The actual grade on the Devil May Cry 4 is... Ooh, look at that, hey? So on this one, I thought 9.0, they thought 9.4, but I did nail the seal grade of A plus on this. Man, I was being way too difficult on the actual case itself. That's super interesting. I'll have to look this over afterwards and see what I thought I saw that was going to ding it down so much. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Limited Edition here. Looking for a 9.6 A plus again. I thought this was in the same condition as that Shift game, so hopefully I don't get hit with another 9.4 A plus. Actual grade on the Need for Speed Shift is 9.6 A plus. So there we go. This one nailed perfectly. And thank God my hit numbers are looking terrible right now. That's 1 for perfect box, 1 for perfect seal. Let's go. The WATA scale is easy. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the first massive Call of Duty game to really put this series on the map. Looking for a 9.0 B plus. Like I said, kind of a lower grade, but I sent in some of this stuff just to learn. Now I'm thinking B plus on this because it had a small rip, a lot of scratching. It just really wasn't in that nice of condition, so 9.0 B plus is the guess. The actual grade on Call of Duty is... Yo, let's go. 9.4 A on this game. Oof, I was way too harsh on it. That is interesting. You know, it's funny, right? So now, in my own opinion, this was like a 9.0 B plus, kind of a dingy game, all things considered. The label now makes it look a lot sexier than that, I'll be honest. I'm still probably not going to keep it. I'm still probably going to look for a nicer copy, but it's funny how that works, even though the item itself hasn't changed. But it is interesting that you can get away with having a small rip up here on the corner as well as scratching on the game and still sneak your way into the A seal rating. And the 9.4, I mean, shoot. Have we gotten below 9.2 on a case? I don't think I have. It seems like you really have to have something beat up in order to get 8.5 or a 9.0. But we'll keep seeing. We got more games to go. We'll see. Next up is Dark Souls. Much like Bloodborne, one of the best games released on the Xbox 360 console. Don't at me. I sent this off because I considered it to be right on the 8.59 level and right on the B plus A level. So really, at worst, I think this is an 8.5 B plus, and at best, it might get the 9.0 A. There weren't any rips or anything in it, but there was a ton of like lined marks in the casing, so this was sent off purely as an experimentation here, hoping for the 9.0 A on it. The actual grade on the Dark Souls is... 9.4A. So there you go. What I was talking about with all of these indented lines, I guess they just counted it fully against the seal and they didn't count it against the actual case, the actual cover art. Not that they didn't count them at all, but clearly not as severely as I was thinking they would. Again, it's like the Call of Duty, right? 9.4A sounds pretty decent. This is like a VGA 80 to give you guys a comparison. This is something that realistically you'd never want to send into VGA because they would slam you so hard. Battlefield Bad Company 2 Limited Edition. Very cool holofoil cover on this one. Looking for a 9.0 A plus on it. But with how I've been grading these, I just assume it's going to be a 9.2. Hell, maybe it's going to be a 9.4. Probably going to be an A plus seal. I haven't been too bad with my seal ratings. The actual answer on Battlefield is... Boom! 9.4 A plus. So what I have learned through 10 games now is I am being way too harsh on cases. I don't want to say it's impossible to get an 8.5 grade, but you can definitely have a case that looks like it has some wears or has some divots to it and still do pretty damn good. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. This is not that nice of a copy. I've already bought an upgrade, but again, I wanted to send this off just to learn. Looking for a 9.0 B plus. Will I finally hit a B plus seal rating? Again, this one had a lot of scratching, a lot of indents similar to the Dark Souls where there were a lot of lines on the cases, scratches all on the side here, down the side, and I think it even had a little rip on it. The actual grade on Nuts and Bolts is... 9.2A, let's go. It's impossible to get a 9.0. It's impossible to get a B+. Unless I just got lucky in this submission. The B+ to A threshold is very large. With the seal rating, I really do want to get A+ or above. Again, if this was sent to VGA, this would be probably a VGA 80. I can't see it getting any higher with how much damage there is to the seal on this game. It's going to be super interesting once we start getting some CGC crossover data going. And this brings us to the last game of the day, everybody. Hit the like button if you've been enjoying this so far. A first print Spirit Tracks for Nintendo DS. And honest to God, I'm just happy they even graded this. I hate authenticating DS. I'm only ever like 95% sure it's authentic. Even when it's in my hands, it might be a reseal. Looking for a 9.4A on this one. And I'm not sure what the actual count is for how much I've been correct on these, but I feel like there's no way I'm at the 50% mark on the box grades. Let's hope Spirit Tracks here can add to the total a little bit and help me out. Actual grade is... I give up. I freaking give up. 9.8 A+ on the Spirit Tracks. What? Hoping for a 9.4A, and I get one seal rating off of a perfect grade. It's just that easy, folks. It's just that easy. Seriously though, this is crazy. I'm obviously gonna have to look this over very closely to see what I thought I saw or see what WATA maybe missed. It's not that weird to go too lower, do you know what I mean? It's quite possible I missed something, you missed something. Any of us can easily miss something that the grading company catches. It's always weird when you think you see something that then the grading company doesn't see, I guess. This is always the much more weirder conclusion. Either way, the guess totals are at the bottom of the screen there. I'm pretty sure I did horrible, at least as far as the cases are concerned. Hopefully I at least hit 50% on the seal grades. Fingers frickin' crossed when I do the editing for this. We have 3 more unboxings to go, and don't worry, we're gonna get more data in, as well as the final conclusions to the WATA grading video, so subscribe if you wanna see that. Hit the like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.